Well, it was my first time out of the country, so I didn't really know what to expect. When I got there, everything was just unreal. The scenery that we were allowed to see, the people that we were allowed to mingle with and talk to. We had dinner with the Hungarian team and we had dinner with some of the members of the Slovenian team. So to just hear their stories and to hear how our countries differ was incredible. When we went to the school in Slovenia, the first thing that the kids did was sing us a song, and it was very, very cute. I recorded it on my phone actually. And they were clapping and they were singing. Granted, I didn't know a word they were saying, but it was really cute. And then we led them through the ABCs. We sang the ABCs together, and we did stations then. Some people read them books, some people sang songs with them, some people played tag, and me and Adeja from Michigan actually taught them to play volleyball. It was interesting because they didn't really understand English, so trying to teach them the proper form and even just saying something as simple as, I'm going to toss you a ball now, you have to be careful because if you go to toss them a ball and they're not ready, they're kind of young and you can knock them over. And just seeing the excitement on the kids' faces when they would do something impressive and we would yell bravo, because that's the only thing we knew how to say, and we would clap. It was really cool to see how volleyball and sports in general can just bring people together no matter what language they speak.
Outside of playing was amazing actually. I think here we get, through the media and that, a total wrong impression of that part of the world. Slovenia, Croatia. I mean, Italy obviously is pretty well documented in that, but I think especially Slovenia and Croatia were very, very picturesque. There were beautiful sights everywhere that we went to see.
We had to take a bus up to the top of this mountain, and at the top it was just beautiful. You could see just the clearest blue water, seeing everything to the bottom, which was extremely deep, and getting to stand in front of these waterfalls and be within 10 feet of these beautiful waterfalls was incredible.
It was really unique working with a group. I told them after the trip was over that they make reality TV shows out of putting 14 college-age people, strangers, together.
I wasn't exactly sure how everything was going to go with meshing 14 different schools together, individual athletes from each school. But once we got there, everything was more than I expected, and it was great. It was really cool to see Coach K be able to interact with other athletes who really respected him, came into the trip respecting him, and just being willing to take in whatever knowledge he had. They realized kind of what we take for granted here is that he truly cares about us so much. So to see everyone sit there and be like, Meg, like, your coach is awesome. You're really lucky to have someone that cares about you that much. It kind of gave me a different perspective, a fresh perspective about how lucky we are to have the coaching staff that we do.
Yeah, it was great for her in volleyball and outside of volleyball in the same way, in that it really challenged her. She's played for us and played well and done things here, but you know, at some point getting out and being in that group, a different group of people, different personality dynamics, and really being pushed to compete for, you know, time to set was great for her. I think it was really super uncomfortable the first half of the trip, but I think it was great for her in that it challenged her to be better.
Well, when we walked into the gym that the Italian national team plays in, it's probably one of the most impressive places I've played, just due to the fact that the other places that we played in Europe weren't as prestigious, and when you walked in there you kind of felt how much power and how much support that the Italian national team had. It held 3,100 that night, including my parents. My parents were there. Seeing that and seeing how much support they had was unreal. And then after the game, we were standing around and all of a sudden just swarms and swarms of people came up and asked for autographs. It was one of the coolest things ever because, like I said before, they don't really know you as Big Ten, which is like what we were, the Big Ten All-Star team, but they knew you as Americans. And so being able to represent the USA and being able to be a part of the beautiful volleyball culture they have in Italy was amazing.
When we played Italy, that was their national team. So the team that's playing in the Grand Prix in a week, the team that's number 4 in the world, that was that team. So going in, even the people that knew those teams and us and that were not giving us a chance to compete in those sets, So when it was 18 all in the first set or 21 all or something like that, I think that was really impressive for us, but really for the crowd there and people in general to see.
Something that I hope to bring to IU volleyball from the trip is to kind of be more laid back. Like I said before, I noticed that Europeans in general are more laid back. So if something happens, it's probably not the end of the world. And kind of just moving forward and rolling with the punches. And then another thing that I loved about this team is how much respect they had for everything and everyone around them. And I just want to continue that here and be a part of something, because I realize how much more there is out there that we are a part of. Being at the Italian match and having people recognize you as USA is something that I will never forget. So just knowing that there's people out there that do look up to you, I'm definitely going to try to withhold a higher standard.